Hi everyone, welcome back from the school holidays or wherever you've been. I've been on a bit of a break and I've enjoyed it. Today's challenge is more of a coaching or a training session on throwing. Throwing is an important part in sports such as softball, baseball, cricket. And today we're going to use our tennis ball and I'm going to show you a few ways to improve your throwing technique. So we're going to do this in steps. Now the first step is going to involve our wrists. We're going to get in this position where we've got our elbow straight out from our shoulder on our non-throwing arm. I'm a left-hander. This is my left hand up here. And I've actually got my elbow on this side higher than my shoulder. So if you see side on, my elbow's higher than my shoulder, and this is what I'm doing. I'm flicking my wrist, and that's the last thing that gives the ball power. So we're going to do that 8 times. Okay, so I'm going to use my tennis ball. If I've got a partner, I can do it with a partner, but most of us are at home by ourselves, so I'm going to use a wall to do this one. I get in the position, I'm going to flick my wrist all the way through. So the full wrist flick. So the last time you throw a ball is you flick your wrist. Okay, for the second drill, we're actually going to turn sideways. Standing with our feet shoulder width apart, we're going to point our front elbow up and put the ball facing backwards with our wrist cocked. And when we throw, our body rotates and the ball comes through and I flick my wrist again like I did in the first drill. So I'm turning and I'm flicking, but you might notice this foot doesn't move very much. It's the other foot that turns and my hips that turn. So it's like this. So I'll do one. You're going to do this 5 or 6 times with your partner. Okay. So for this step we're going to add a bit more hip power. So we're going to start in the same position, elbow up, hand back, facing with the wrist cocked, and coming and throwing, but now we're going to rotate our hip more and we end up facing this way. So this gives us more power in our throw. So it's like this. Okay. Now each time your partner, if you're doing it with a partner, will go stand a little bit further back because you're increasing your power for each of these steps. So now we're going to introduce some footwork to increase our power. We're going to start standing front on with the ball for me in my left hand. Now what I'm going to do is, and this is something I only learnt recently, but I've been doing it all my life, is that I'm going to step on my left foot first. So the side that has the ball. So if you're right-handed, you'd step on this foot first, but for me it's the left. So I'm going to step on my left, step out on my left, and come sideways into the position I was in before. And then I'm going to throw. So I'm going to combine those. So I'm going to do the step out, turn into the position and throw. Now we're going to do that about 8 or 9 times with our partner, but our partner is going to be further back now. Or against the wall, or I'll stand further back from the wall. So now with your partner, you're going to take a few more steps back and combine it all a bit more fluently. So it's bang, 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 throw. Bang, 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 throw. Okay, so practice that with your partner or by yourself. Just work on getting the technique right and you'll improve your throwing. You go through each of those steps. Now at the end you've done a couple of big throws and your arms are pretty hot now. You need to warm down a little bit. So come in a bit closer and do some shorter throws for probably 10 minutes with your partner and gradually warm your arm down. Now there's some great stuff on the internet. This stuff you can find on Pro Swing NY, which is a baseball training site, and they teach you how to throw and catch and do all sorts of things, but look them up. Anyway, have a great day guys, and remember we're all champions here.